Hey everyone, hope you're all doing well tonight. I'm gonna start making some like bursts of videos, mainly because there are some times during the week where I have more time than others. So I'm going to just try to get as much content out there as I can so you can start putting it in practice. I want to talk about our last conversation, and I kind of think that was fire, guys, because a lot of the time these are things that I know, but I don't always have them written down somewhere. I like to think that I have a pretty good grip on these things, so I just keep it internal. Now that I'm forced to have to speak about this, it gives me time to reflect on what it is that I've been doing and what's been giving me success with a lot of the women that I've had the pleasure of meeting. It's always been a scenario where you have to keep tabs on what you're doing. If you have to keep a log, I would keep a log. Be straight up, guys. I would keep a log if I'm implementing a new game strategy on what works and what doesn't work. Over time, you'll have enough data points to kind of look at your game and see where it needs to be refined. Everybody plays into different type of strengths. I play more into different things than other guys, and vice versa. So one of the things I want to talk about here is messaging. So the last video was how to deal with the rejection. But now that we know how to avoid it, let's start moving towards, you got the phone number, you have the Instagram profile, what do you do now? And when do you do it? So what I wouldn't do is direct message people I don't know. It's something that I try to avoid. It's not always a good turnout. A lot of the time it's a decoy. It's a decoy because giving a phone number is too personal, and Instagram, I think personally for me, when a girl gives me her Instagram, she's kind of it's kind of an in between. You're kind of in limbo. She hasn't really expressed interest in you, but she just kind of wants to have you there. It could be a soft rejection. Remember I said, guys, the tell signs of soft rejection is, you could almost say, passive rejection. And I want to see her clear from those things. So DMing a woman that you don't know is asking for soft rejection, really. It can come in form of ignoring you. I'm gonna give you a quick example. I had a friend that he's a good looking guy. He's in shape and everything, but he doesn't have any trouble getting past the rejection phase. Guys, I'm gonna tell you something that's a little bit disheartening, but avoiding rejection and getting the phone number, that's the easy part. Every step that goes beyond the last step is harder, and there's a less probability that you'll actually be able to do something with this woman. Unfortunately, that's just the way that it is. It's like a filter almost. Each step is a filter. And you look at it, it's like 5 guys in this phase pass, and then there's 3 guys, and there's 1 guy. And then that's the guy she chooses to be with. I'd imagine that it's something like that. So our goal is to pass through the filters and be the last one standing. So my friend is very handsome guy. He doesn't have a problem getting the phone number. He gets the phone number. I remember one specific time we were speaking, and he said, "Look," we were driving to the club, and he was driving, and he asked me, he's like, "Look, I want you to look at this conversation. Tell me what you think." I said, "All right, fine." I looked at the conversation, and I said, "Dude, you're kind of like, there's something they like to call equal exchange in a conversation, which would kind of mean where like double texts come into play or stuff like that. If she sends one message, send one message. If she sends 2 messages, send 1 message. If she sends 3, send 2. You don't ever want to be the guy that's putting in the most effort. Now, women invest in men differently than men invest in women. Men invest in women with money. We pay money on dates. We take them to this place, to that place. Women don't do that. Women invest their time in you. Women invest their consideration in you. Women, and I say this because even though a woman might have money, I don't think that it's wise to look for a woman for money. Women often don't want to have to worry about the financial burden of the relationship. Obviously there's different women, of course, for sure. I get that. But by far and large, most women want you to pay, guys. That's just the way that it is. So my friend that I'm telling you about, he was breaking those rules. He was double texting and all this, and I looked at him. I said, you're kind of messing this up, man. And I'll tell you as frankly as possible, I think you already lost it, because it started out as an equal exchange. One message, one message, one message, one message. Then the message would drop off, or it would drop off the conversation, which is totally okay, guys. It doesn't mean anything if the conversation drops off. It just means that it's okay. That's it. If there's nothing else to talk about, there's no point in kicking the can down the road, trying to dig for no, it'll come, guys. There's never a reason to rush what you're trying to do with a woman. There's no reason to, because like I said, I could be working on this project and I could be working on this project. The reason why I feel that my friend had a hard time maneuvering around these conversations was because he was so invested in this woman. And I will tell you guys, try not to do that. When you have the phone number in your phone, or the profile in your, you're waiting for her to add you or whatever it is, you can't sit there and like look at her and wait, did she approve me or not? Guys, who cares, guys? Who cares? If she can't see how fly you are, if you did everything right, if you smell right and you look right and everything's right, it's her loss. And I know that sounds cliche, but it really is her loss, because there's a lot of guys out here, your competition, that are not going to be doing the things that I said. You don't have to do those things, correct? But your competition is doing it. So the more you can filter yourself out of the competition and present yourself as a distinguished man, the higher probability that you get selected and the lower probability that you get rejected. So here are the breakdowns that I'm going to put down. And this is going to take a little while. It's probably my longest video in the short term, because of how involved this is. So there's the DMing that I said not to do. If you have to do it, I guess. Text messages and phone calls. Phone calls seem a little bit old school, but it's what works. The DMs, I want to say that it's a bad idea, because how many guys are in line, dude? There's hundreds of guys in her DM. What makes you special? That's why I said try not to be in her DMs. Second is the text message. If you can get the phone number, that's probably the best case scenario. Get her phone number. I would call her first. Unpopular opinion, but I would like to call her. How many guys are calling? Now I said, how many guys are in her DMs? Hundreds. How many guys are calling her? Not many. But if you call her and you say, hey, look, let's call her Molly. Hey, Molly, I just wanted to give you a call and let you know that I had a really special night the other night. And you're someone that I think I'll be interested in getting to know. I hope you have a good day. And, stay dry. If it's raining, stay dry. Don't forget to drink water. Whatever it is. Something non-sexual, something really platonic. So she can warm up to you. And she's going to remember that. She'll even tell her friends, hey, you know what, this guy called me? It's so weird. If you text her, she's under no obligation to answer you. You DM her, she's under no obligation to answer you. If I call her and then later I can say in a text, hey, just seeing how you were. I hope you have a good day at work today. Whatever it is. I think that's more palatable for her than to say like a question mark, ... Or like a freaking, I've heard some guys putting a turtle emoji. Don't do that. That's the wrong kind of pressure. The right kind of pressure is picking up the phone and saying X, Y, and Z, and being a man about it and taking control of the situation, guys, because that's where you're going to win. You're going to win where you're not forcibly taking control, but you're kind of saying, I'm driving here. Get in the car with me. You're not saying, well, do you think that we could do this? Do you think that we could do it this way? Nothing's up for suggestion. It's your program. You have to call you have to be the signal caller. You can't sit there and expect her to make the moves. It's not going to happen. I will tell you, I would much rather give her a call on the phone and she doesn't answer, she doesn't call back. I call her again in like a day or two, doesn't answer. I already know what it is. And I didn't need to be on text messages or DMs and sitting there waiting and did the phone vibrate. No, it was just me. It's for what? Now, I'll tell you that when you're waiting on her messages, it's not doing anything productive for you. So what you want to do is just live your life, guys. Do something else. Go to a party. Go work out. Meet somebody else. There's plenty of things you could be out doing here besides waiting for her message. And that impatience, that lack of discipline, gets us to a place where it's like, oh no, why isn't she answering me? What is it? They feel that. They feel that pressure. And the more that you're exhibiting that behavior, the more of a turnoff that it is. And that's where you're kind of leaning into the soft rejection whole way, to where she's kind of thinking to herself, wait, did I make a mistake giving this guy my phone number? I think so. And you never heard back from her. Hard do's and don'ts. Do call her. Not on the first day, maybe on the third day. Don't do anything the night after. Don't do anything the day before. Wait a little bit. Just wait. Now, some people have trouble doing that because they say, what if she thinks I'm not interested? So what? What if she thinks that I don't like her? What if she thinks that, what if? It doesn't matter, right? It doesn't matter what she thinks, because we're not just living and dying on waiting for text messages from women, guys. We're busy working. Write a book. Just do something else, but don't spend your time being consumed on whether or not she's going to call or whether she's going to say, I'll be honest with you. The moment you're sitting there asking yourself, why hasn't she texted? Why hasn't she called? You're already cooked. You're already cooked. Delete the number, move on. You don't want to be in that position. It's not good. It can create a chain of habits to where every woman that you meet, you have this like attachment complex. And over time, it could just be something that's prevalent in a pattern in your game. And guys, I'm here to sharpen your game. So I'm telling you, part of your game must be to not worry about it. Because if you're just being yourself, now this isn't like some, liberal talking point, being yourself, knowing yourself. This is not what this is. When I say to you guys, being yourself, I mean, do everything as you would, like if you didn't even meet her, or if you weren't that way. When you move across your day, there's no interruption. There's no, oh, man, I can't concentrate at work because I don't know if Molly's going to call me. I don't know if this is going to happen. Let her call you and let it go to voicemail. If you get a text message, don't reply right away. That's another, I guess like do, don't. This is a don't. Don't reply right away. Don't do that. I can't tell you how many guys, they get a message. Oh, no, do you think that she wants you to reply right away? She doesn't. She wants buffer time. You gotta have that even exchange. Just like she texted me once, I'll text her once. She texted me. It's like a game of ping pong, guys. You ever play ping pong? I'm not gonna swat the paddle across across the table to hit a ball that's coming so slow. I want to keep the rhythm going. It's ping pong. You play. It's conversational ping pong. I don't ever want to overstep my momentum when I hit the ball if there's a certain rhythm going. Guess whose job it is to establish the pace of that ping pong game? Yours. She's not going to do it for you. So a lot of the things that I'll do to apply pressure, like the phone call, let's say maybe I'll call her again in a week so I can ask her out for a date. Here's a do. Do call her. Do put her on the spot. Do ask her out on the date on the phone. Don't ask her out on a date on a text message. Just like I told you, she doesn't have to answer you right away. But if you call her, she's going to have to answer you. You're putting her on the spot. And that's where you find out if she really likes you. You wouldn't believe this, but women give out phone numbers sometimes. And they have no intentions of ever talking to this guy. Don't feel like she's somebody who owes you something, where she has to text you because she gave you the... I've had guys where they say, well, she gave me her phone number, so she's interested. No, that's not what that means. She could have given you the phone number to get you away from her or something like that. Before, you women could give people the wrong phone number. Don't take her phone number and then just sit there and call her and wait to see her phone to see if it's... Don't do that. You get her phone, you press the green button, and it's up to her at that point whether she wants to go like this to show you, oh, is this your phone? Okay, cool, fine. But if she says, if she gives you the phone number and you call, oh, let me see your phone, don't do that. Don't do that. Just don't. There's a lot of things, guys, a lot of rules here. Oh my God. Making me think about a lot of the mistakes that I've made and the things that I want to make sure you guys don't trap yourselves in. But I think I've covered the majority of it. I want you to understand that how important it is to be talking to different women at the same time until there's one that clearly lets you know she's interested in you. And one of the reasons I say that is because this can be hell, guys. This part of the relationship, or this part of the potential relationship, can be hell, where you're playing this ping pong shit and you're going back and forth and you're not really sure. It's like a real game of ping pong. You don't know who's going to win. It's going back and forth and it's going really well, and the tempo gets picked up, and maybe it might slow down, and maybe she'll keep you on ice for a while. Maybe you'll keep her on ice for a while. Just don't make it known that you're waiting on her messages. Don't double text. Don't do that thing with the phone that I said to check if she gave you the right phone number. Don't call her, don't text her or call her the next day or the day after that. Wait 3 days. You have to keep this element of mystery about you, because if you just give it all to her at once and you're giving her all the attention all at once, you're not very exciting and you're acting like everybody else. And the whole point of this, guys, is to make sure you guys are not acting like everyone else. But I think it took up enough of your guys' time. Listen, I'm having a lot of fun making these videos for you guys. If there's any specific topics you'd like for me to cover, I can. So we've spoken about how to deal with rejection, and now we're talking about what the text message rules are, DM/phone calls. It's gonna be chronological. So it's how to avoid rejection, how to avoid falling into the pitfalls of texting and communication. Next, I want to talk about dating. You didn't get rejected. You got the phone number, and you scheduled the date. And guys, I think this is where we really find out if women are truly interested in you. Just to give you a little bit of a sneak peek here. I don't care what she says to you. If she's in the car with you, the day of the date, in the car with you, none of it's real. Treat it as just another opportunity in the pipeline that doesn't mean anything until she gets in the car with you and you guys are on your way to the date. Then it matters. I don't care if you're outside waiting for her to get ready. It doesn't mean anything until she comes out and gets in the car with you. And what I feel is that you're going to really get to know her even better on a date. So we're building up to it, and I think that'll be my next topic, the dating. And dating isn't something that's one video. Dating is how you're going to dress, things to say, things not to say, how to handle awkward silences, who pays the bill. What do you do when there's nothing to talk about? Go to the bathroom. If there's nothing to talk about, if you need a little bit of a buffer, go to the bathroom. I don't care if you just want to hang out in the bathroom for 10 minutes. Go to the bathroom. Take some of that pressure off of yourself. But we'll go over it, guys, and I'm having a lot of fun doing these videos for you. These are some things that I wish that men that were in their 30s told me when I was in my 20s. Because although I have had a lot of opportunities to date women, my close, or anyone's close rate, isn't above 50% or anything like that, guys. I would say that even the best pickup artists probably only close the deal 20% of the time. And it's because of how difficult this is, and how picky women are, rightfully so. But I'm trying to get everyone to a point where you have the best probability to win. I'll see you guys later, and I hope you're taken away from this. Peace.